Hey guys, back for another video. So we got some stuff to talk about today. Tasha K went to her 341 meeting of the creditors. So if you guys are aware, Tasha K went and filed a Chapter 11 bankruptcy, allegedly to avoid paying Cardi B. We all know that Cardi B sued Tasha and won a $4 million settlement. Now, it is alleged that yesterday that she did appear via phone, and it's called a meeting of the creditors. In a meeting of the creditors, for whoever does not know, whenever you file a bankruptcy, all of your creditors come together. A lot of times, none of them show up. But in this particular instance, Cardi B attorney showed up, the IRS showed up, and obviously the trustee was present at Tasha's 341 meeting of the creditors. So basically what they were talking about was Tasha K's financial situation, because the goal of the trustee is to collect the money and distribute it to her creditors. So let me just move about. I took notes because it's a lot of information, and this is going to be a 4-part video. So please log in later so you can watch the next videos, because it's very long and I'm not going to do a 2-hour video. So I'm going to give you guys bits and pieces. Okay, so here we go. So I like to mention that during this meeting, Tasha K is under oath. Here's some questions that Tasha K was asked. Do you own an app? Tasha K responded, no. That is a lie. You guys can go right on the internet and bring up Tasha K's app. So what happened is the trustee asked her, as well as Cardi B's attorney allegedly asked her, does she own an app? She replied, no. That is a lie. Tasha K was asked a series of questions, and the reason for these questions is really because a lot of the questions they really already had the answers to. So what they do is they ask you these questions because they just want to make sure that you're being honest. It is illegal to file any bankruptcy and not provide correct information. Tasha K was asked, what businesses does she or her husband own? They also asked Tasha about the location of her businesses. Okay? So these are questions that they're asking her, and they're going to cross-reference this information. And the question was posed to Tasha K that she provided a P.O. box for a location of her businesses, which definitely raises an eyebrow. Tasha K was asked, how much does she pay for rent? Keep in mind, when you're going through any type of bankruptcy filing, you have to list what you're paying every month in bills, because what they do is they take your income and they subtract your bills that you pay every month, and what's left over is what you use to pay your creditors. Tasha K responded that she paid $2,500 a month in rent. So now Tasha K has answered that question. I pay $2,500 a month in rent, right? Cardi B's attorney asked her, did she live in an apartment? And if so, how many bedrooms did she have? Tasha K responded that she did live in an apartment and that she had 3 bedrooms. She was asked to confirm the address, which I will not obviously disclose her address. Tasha K provided the address to the trustee and also Cardi B's attorney, who was actually in the meeting. After Tasha K confirmed the address, Cardi B's attorney did their own research, and it was noted that the apartment that Tasha K said that she lived in is actually a $5,000 a month apartment. So Cardi B's attorney responded and asked Tasha, how were you able to get a $2,500 apartment for how were you able to get a $2,500 apartment that is really being rented for $5,000 a month? So the attorney asked Tasha, so how were you able to get that? So now Tasha is looking a little crazy because when you lie, you just can't keep up. So then Tasha responds, oh, that's just my part. Wait a minute. You were just asked how much you paid for rent and you said $2,500. After research was done on Cardi B's attorney side, and it was said to Tasha, well, the rent at that location is actually $5,000. Then Tasha switched it up and said that is her portion of the rent. That doesn't make much sense. So can you guys kind of see where this is going? She's digging a hole for herself. First, you lie and say you don't have an app. Then you lie and say you paid $2,500 for a $5,000 apartment. All it takes for them is to really reach out to the manager and confirm it by proof. They can look online. This lady is digging a real hole for herself. So then Cardi B attorney asked Tasha, does she have any ownership in the property that she currently lives in? Because now they're thinking, if you are able to pay $2,500 on a property that is clearly being rented for $5,000, we need to find out, do you have any ownership in that property? Whew. Tasha K was asked, didn't you and your husband own the property in Georgia? She says yes. However, it was later discovered during cross-examination of Tasha K and by her own admittance, and this is on record. Keep in mind, this is a recorded interview. This is a recorded meeting. Tasha confirmed that she had transferred the residence out of her name after she was, how can I explain it? After she lost the suit with Cardi B. Another thing that's wrong here. Tasha was instructed to not move assets out of her name. She has confirmed on record that she knowingly knew, well, we know you knew because the judge told you. So if you heard the judge or not, you were told. And then she responded at this particular meeting basically saying that she no longer has that property in Georgia because it's no longer in her name. Now, this is what she said. Can you guys see this as a problem? Tasha K also listed creditors on her Chapter 11 bankruptcy filing that she really didn't owe money to. I'll give you an example. Tasha K stated that she paid her attorneys in the case where she went to court with Cardi B, that she paid her attorneys over $300 and something thousand. But guess what she did? She included those same attorneys in her bankruptcy filing. So how can you include someone in your bankruptcy filing if you don't owe them any money? This doesn't make any sense. During cross-examination, she was asked, how much did you pay your attorneys? And she said that she paid them over $300 and something thousand. So if you did, then how are you listing them on your bankruptcy? It doesn't make any sense, guys. This just doesn't make sense. Tasha K listed, when you file for bankruptcy, they want to know about your assets. Tasha K listed Louis Vuitton bags that she had that were an asset. When asked in court about the Louis Vuitton bags, Tasha K said she didn't know where those bags were. What? This is crazy. This makes absolutely no sense. Let's go back. Tasha K listed her Louis Vuitton bags as an asset when she filed for her Chapter 11. This is what she listed on her bankruptcy. She wrote these things in. When asked about the Louis Vuitton bags, she said she did not know where they were. Can y'all help me here? This don't make no sense. So the trustee suggested that maybe she would want to find those bags. And then she stated they were used. Y'all see where I'm going here? This is crazy. On her bankruptcy filing, she has to list, again, all creditors, in which she listed that she owed taxes. Now, keep in mind, in a normal bankruptcy petition, usually the IRS does not show up. The fact that the IRS was present in this hearing is a red flag. Tasha K was asked to confirm her tax amount and how much she owed. Tasha K states that she owes $92,000 in taxes. However, the IRS agent interrupted and stated that Tasha K has not filed all of her returns. Do y'all see where I'm going with this? How do you owe $92,000, ma'am, if you have not even filed all of your returns? Another lie. This is too much. This is why I had to break this down into a total of 4, because it's so much information. Come back and watch the next video. Tasha K was asked about bank accounts that she may have in any other country outside the United States, including Africa. If you guys are aware, she was posting those subliminal messages like, I'm in Africa, Africa, basically trying to tell Cardi subliminally, I'm not going to pay you. I'm going to Africa. Tasha K responds she doesn't have any accounts outside of the United States, and that she doesn't know if maybe her husband had an account when he was a kid. All right, this is getting really crazy. So now it gets even more interesting. The judge asked Tasha K if she had any plans to sue anybody. And the reason why this question is asked in a bankruptcy petition, because they want to find out if there is a potential that you are going to come into any money. Because when you file for bankruptcy, you are telling them all the money that you have, and they're going to take that money to distribute to your creditors. That's why they need to know about any assets you have, because anything you have, they expect for you to sell. They want you to sell those things, because if you're in a bankruptcy and you're going to the court for help, they want all of your assets to be sold so that you can add and pay off some of your stuff that you owe. So when asked if she had any plans to sue anyone, Tasha K says no. But then she later said yes, that she had planned to sue her attorneys for malpractice. Now, the attorneys that she is talking about would be the attorneys that represented her in the matter against Cardi B, in which she lost. So Tasha K is saying that she may be suing them because of malpractice. It was later determined through interview with her, and now she stated that she didn't pay them the $390,000 that she stated previously that she did pay them. So now she's stating the reason that she included them in the bankruptcy because she in fact didn't pay them. Okay, this is beginning to be real crazy, because originally she said she did pay them. Do you guys understand how this is getting a little creepy? So I'm going to give you a few points here, because I'm going to close for this part 1, and I want you guys to come back for 2, 3, and 4, because again, I have to break it down. It's a lot of information. There is so many issues here with this particular filing. This lady has said on record that she transferred her property out of her name. This was after the first judge told her to not move any assets. We also know that there was a $400,000 judgment that was issued against Kibi Studios for an unpaid tax lien for the money that she is owed to Cardi B. Tasha K has dissolved Kibi Studios and is now operating under a different name. The issue here is she's doing the exact same business that she was doing with Kibi Studios. There's no difference other than she's trying to hide money by changing the name of her studio. Tasha K has lied and stated that she paid $2,500 for rent when in essence she's paying $5,000 a month for rent. Another issue. You moved from Georgia to go to Florida to pay $5,000 a month for rent, and your mortgage is not even $5,000. Make it make sense. So if you are reaching out to a bankruptcy court for help, why are you creating bills, unnecessary bills? So you created a bill for an apartment for $5,000 a month, but you have a home in Georgia that you don't even pay $5,000 a month for. So now you have a rental property for $5,000 a month, and now you have to pay your mortgage on top of that. That don't make sense. None of that makes any type of sense. It makes no sense. This is crazy. When asked about assets that she indicated on the bankruptcy filing, the Louis Vuitton bags, she says she doesn't know where they are. That sounds the most craziest, stupidest thing that I have ever heard of in my life. On her bankruptcy petition, she listed that she owed $92,000 in taxes. Well, we know that's a lie as well, because the IRS agent who was present at the meeting, that's not correct, because she has not filed taxes. So they are due for her to file her taxes, and guess what? They gave her a deadline. She has until July to file those. Moving forward, because of all of these inconsistencies, the court is going to ask for receipts. They're going to ask for receipts, and they are going to be doing investigations on her. She lied and said she didn't have an app. Anybody can go right and look up her app. Come on now. That was stupid. The next issue is we have the IRS involved. The IRS, they're at the meeting. Don't nobody want to mess with the IRS. Last but not least, bankruptcy fraud is a crime. It is a federal crime. You know what that means? Girl, you can go to federal jail. All of this stuff is on record. This lady is ruining everything. Wouldn't it would have made sense to just stop all of this foolishness? You going back and forth. You're digging a hole for yourself. I want you guys to like, share, and subscribe. Let me know what you think. And also come back later for part 2, 3, and 4. And I will talk to you later. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.